So, I want to talk about grades. And this year, in all honesty, a lot of my students have been using the phone to do the assignments. They're really not learning anything. They come to class, they don't pay attention, they don't write stuff, and sometimes they even want to complete the work. When I give them work to do, they're only interested in getting the work. They don't want to hear me talking, they don't want to do anything. This year has been very frustrating on that. They also get bored and they are playing pranks on me, they are insulting me, they are being awful. They're saying mean things to me. And but the thing is, I give them work to do, and they are using their phones. They're even taking time to go over the notes that I post on Google Classroom because my school was required to post things on Google Classroom. In all honesty, they are not learning anything. Nada. Zero. You know. And I begin to question the grading system because it's like if they're just using their phones, yeah, they're doing the work that they're required to do, and I get it, but are they learning? Are they really learning? Why are we giving the grades to them, when they can use a phone, they're not taking time to learn things, And in the test, they're struggling. This year, they struggle. In the final, I give the open notes final, and a lot of them, even with notes open, they struggle. So, this is something that I personally don't see a solution to this unless administrator and everybody jumps on board that yeah, this is a problem, because it is a problem, and look, it's my first year teaching. I don't have experience teaching until this past year. My background is in engineering. I like science. I do science. I observe things. I can see patterns. I observe things. I see patterns, and I've seen the same patterns of them using their phones to do their things. That's what they do. They don't want to spend the time just reading or understanding. They just want to use their phone to do math for them, to do chemistry calculations for them, to do every single piece of work. They want to try to use their phones. And yes, I can be calling, giving them the merits, all that kind of stuff. They don't care. They are there to use their phone. They are good at searching stuff with their phones. They are bad at using critical thinking. And there's no way that I can change my mind. There might be some students that are maybe different, but honestly, most of the students that I have seen, it's like they only care about using their phone. They don't care about anything else. They don't want to learn. They just write whatever Google tells them about the question that is being asked on the assignment or on the paper, but they don't take time to really take time to think about it, and because they don't pay attention to a lecture, it's just sad. It's just really, really sad. Yeah, teaching is not what I expected, honestly, and it's not. It has changed over time. It's different from when I was in school. In school, um, I went to a private school, so I always did the work that I was asked to do, and in honesty, they give me homework, but at the same time, sometimes they didn't even give me homework. The way to pass the class was to practice the problems that were assigned, and then you just study and you take a test. So you had to study because there were not many homeworks per se. It was test. Test was the one that was given. If you fail the test, you fail the test. Even in college, when you go to college, um, for engineering, they don't give you some professors. They don't give you homeworks. They give you suggested problems to practice. So it's your responsibility to practice, look at those problems, because you know that those problems are going to be probably similar to the ones that you're going to encounter on the test. But most of the work is testing and maybe some special project or a project for final grade. So there were no work period, And I guess that schools they want to give work period, they want the chance to give the student the chance to pass the class, but like ah, concerned that the work period is being done by AI and phones sometimes, What's the point? What's the point? Honestly, what's the point? Um, yeah. Anyway, that's how I got Take care, everybody, and I'll see you at the next video blog.